Welcome to the Rowley Board of Selectmen meeting for Monday, April 9th, 2018 at 7 p.m. Town Hall, 139 Main Street in Rowley. I'll call the meeting to order. The first order of business is the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This meeting is being video and audio recorded and televised live on Rowley Community Media. And I will again aim for a public comment between 7:05 and 7:10. At 7:10, we have an appointment with Larry Berger of Paint Company. At 7:30, we have an appointment with the Animal Control Officer, Reed Wilson. Then we have some general business and some new business and some old business. And we'll start with why don't we start with general business? We have a letter from Sylvia Wood of the Friends of the Council on Aging regarding the shoe drive fundraiser. To Rowley Selectmen, in a past meeting, you okayed an eco system container to be placed at 39 Central Street, the property where the center school is, for the month of April for a fundraiser shoe drive. Due to the excessive snow in the area and elsewhere, delivery of the container has been moved up to mid-April. Therefore, we would like to keep it until mid-May, still 1 month as previously agreed. Thank you for your consideration, Sylvia L. Wood, President of Friends of the Library Senior Center.
I'll give you a motion, Mr. Chairman, to approve the request.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the request to allow the shoe drive to begin mid-April to mid-May. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And we have a request from the American Diabetes Association to hold the annual Tour de Cure fundraiser event on May 20th, 2018. The American Diabetes Association has requested to hold their annual North Shore Tour de Cure cycling, walking, running fundraising event through Rowley via Route 1A on Sunday, May 20th, 2018 from 9:30 a.m. through 1 p.m. We have requested a certificate of insurance naming the town of Rowley as an additional insured. The police chief, fire chief, highway surveyor, and health agent do not have any comments or concerns about the event.
I'll give you a motion, Mr. Chairman, to approve it.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the request from the American Diabetes Association to hold the annual Tour de Cure fundraiser event. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. It is almost 5 past, and we'll have public comment for the next 5 minutes.
Stop the clock.
And number 3, we have a request from the Friends of the Council on Aging to hold the annual bake sale and craft fair at the Town Hall Annex parking lot on May 19th, 2018. To the Rowley Selectmen, the Friends of the Rowley Senior Center request your permission to hold the annual yard, craft, and bake sale in the parking lot at 39 Central Street property. The building will be open only for the use of the bathroom facility. The event will be held Saturday, May 19th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Thank you for your consideration. Sylvia L. Wood, President of Friends of the Rowley Senior Center.
Give you a motion, Mr. Chairman, to approve.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the annual bake sale and craft fair at the Town Hall Annex for the Senior Center. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And number 4,
He's a reporter.
request from the Friends of the Council on Aging to place signs promoting their May 19th, 2018 bake sale and craft. The Friends of the Council on Aging have requested permission from the Board of Selectmen to post signs in several locations throughout the town advertising their upcoming bake sale and craft fair. The proposed locations for the signs are Route 1 across from the Agawam Diner, the intersection of Route 1 and Central Street, Common on Main Street, the Common on Central Street, Market Basket driveway along Route 133, Triangle by Bradford Tavern. The signs will be 18 inches by 24 inches, double-sided on a metal stake. They will say, 10th Annual Yard and Bake Sale, Saturday, May 19th, 9 to 3 p.m., 39 Central Street, Rowley.
Give your motion, Mr. Chairman, to approve.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve placing signs promoting the bake sale and craft sale. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And general business number 5, we have a request from Parks and Recreation Committee to hold T-ball practices and games on the town common and to place a portable restroom on the town common for the playing season. The Parks and Recreation Committee has requested permission to use the town common for T-ball Mondays through Thursdays, beginning on April 10th and ending on June 24th. They also have requested authorization to place a portable restroom at the town common for the duration of the playing season.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, that's a request resulting from the fields being used in construction up at the Eris Park, so they need a T-ball spot. So I would make a motion that we approve that request, and also the restroom, which would be placed behind the backstop like it usually is, so it's secured there.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the request from Parks and Recreation Committee to hold the T-ball practices and games on the town common and to place a portable restroom on the town common for the playing season. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, it's 7:10.
Anybody for a public comment?
Okay, we have an appointment with Larry Berger of Pink and Company to discuss the following Pine Grove School building project items. The gross? Guaranteed maximum price contract amendment with W.T. Rich, approval of the technology purchases, materials testing, and an update on the project. And so we will have, the first will be the guaranteed maximum price contract. Larry?
Yes. As I think everyone is aware, all the months and weeks of working with the design team and all the folks at Pine Grove have,
It's over.
They've developed a full set of project documents. W.T. Rich has been pricing, advertised for trade bids, and we're at that point where the final numbers are now in. And in front of everybody is a document that has been reviewed by town council. Town council had questions on a couple of what I'll call typos on the first page, and he requested the certification of the witness whereof at the signing portion of of the document on page 2 be amended. Contractor has made those changes to the contracts as were requested by town council. In terms of the document itself, I'll just do a quick overview. The guaranteed maximum price that was forecasted to the MSBA and has been holding through the various pricing exercises at the different document completion stages has held. That number is $30,191,749. However, just so everyone is aware, the actual contract value with W.T. Rich will be $30,392,649. And the difference between those two numbers represents $200,900 that W.T. Rich was paid for pre-construction services. The guaranteed maximum does not include the pre-construction, it's just hard cost construction for the project. In the guaranteed maximum, there are several exhibits and attachments. What is listed here are all the drawings and specification pages that make up the bid documents. There is that's Exhibit A. Exhibit B reflects the addendum that were issued during the process. That is enumerated. Exhibit C is related to the project alternates. And at Thursday's school building committee meeting, it was decided that the alternates would all be declined for the project, since there was no real available money to include them unless we wanted to change some of the budget numbers that are in the GMP. And Exhibit D reflects project requests for additional services that have come out of some of the early bid packages, and as that was very early work to get orders going, and then as we went through the process of doing shop drawings and looking a little deeper, there were some discrepancies as it related to the windows, and we have captured those changes, and those are being priced. The value for the changes, we are carrying an allowance of $20,000 in the guaranteed maximum price to deal with those immediate changes. Exhibit E is related to the breakdown of the contract. It shows the value that was previously awarded and approved through the various letters of recommendation, which W.T. Rich brought before the school building committee, as well as this board, and they reflected the file sub-bid, the approved vendors under the file sub-bid portion, and the various non-trade bidders that they had negotiated successfourly and were recommending awards. That total value is $22,294,647.50. The next block, totaling $8,098,001.50, reflects the remaining work to be bought out for the job. The job is not 100% bought out. However, in the GMP, there are budget line items for the work remaining to be secured. And the process that will happen moving forward, once the GMP is approved, as individual line items are bought out, the contractor will prepare a letter of recommendation, bring it before the school building committee for their review and approval. and then it will then move on to this board. But what it will be, it won't be a change to the guaranteed maximum price. It will just define the guaranteed maximum price in that particular line item. So in some cases, we might have savings, and in other cases, we might have an overage. But it will all be accounted for. Also included in this $8 million number are a series of allowances that have been developed to deal with work associated with the project that was not immediately quantifiable by any particular bidder, or if he was asked to bid it, he would carry values that might be higher than the actual cost of the work. So rather than giving money away, we've internalized it as an allowance from which the work will be performed, and the value accounted for through slips that identify what has taken place, for what value, and will be deducted against the allowance and be tracked in that manner. Also in this number here are the general condition fees to the contractor, adjustments to insurance and bond costs, which relate to the final budget, and we're carrying $1,200,000 as a CM contingency. This is a contingency to the general contractor for things that might have been missed in the buyout, and has been a value that we've carried since day one of putting together the MSBA document 3011, which was the project budget. So looking at that entire Exhibit E, all told, you'll see the $30,392,000 number, which is the W.T. Rich contract. Then they've taken less the pre-construction and showing the guaranteed maximum price of the $30,191,749. The next item are the various allowances to the project. I can go through them line by line, or ask if you have any questions on the allowances.
I don't think we need any,
Okay.
unless we got questions.
You tell me when I'm
Yeah.
getting too deep in the weeds.
I think you're good.
Okay. As part of our bidding process, we wanted to try and capture as many items that we thought downstream we might need additional work on, so we have a series of unit prices to help speed through and get better price at what we hope is better pricing for any additional work should it be necessary.
If it's appropriate, Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion we approve the figure of $30,191,749.
Second.
You don't need the 200,000 added on there, right?
Well, I think we should maybe recognize the guaranteed maximum price as the $30,191,000, and the contract revision number as the $30,392,000.
Okay. So I'll do that, $30,191,749. The maximum with the revisions is $30,392,649.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Bernie?
Where's the 200,000 coming from?
That was pre-construction?
It was pre-construction.
So is that out of the 800,000 or?
Yes,
Yes.
actually, yes. It was accounted for in that amount.
Mr. Chairman, just for the rest of the board, you, Selectman Cliff Pierce, Larry White, and I met with Larry Berger and had a review of this whole document about a week and a half ago, and went through page by page.
All 44 pages.
And we sent it to the town council to review. And he had just those minor changes. Selectman Pierce had brought up the signatory section, the certification, had some language about incurring personal liability that the town council agreed with, so that was struck from there, and just some minor things. So it has been reviewed by us in depth.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Motion's been made and seconded to approve, vote on the approval to proceed to construction administrative phase and to allow me to sign the document. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, could I ask also for one additional permission to issue a notice to proceed to the contractor now that the 3011 is, the guaranteed maximum price is approved?
Can you?
Issue a notice to proceed.
Yes.
I'll give you a motion, Mr. Chairman, if that's required.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to, you want to...
Motion to proceed.
We'll issue a notice, the
Notice to proceed.
to the contractor, so that'll solidify and start the calendar date of the beginning of construction.
Okay. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next on the list is the approval of technology purchase.
Mr. Chairman, we do have in the packet, and Mr. Berger dropped it off, in the end of the last section of this, an approval to proceed to a construction administration phase from Doran Whittier.
Yes.
That needs to be approved tonight.
Yes.
Larry, did you drop this
John
off on Friday?
gave me these.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, okay. I think you approved those last week when the,
I think they voted, the building committee.
no,
Yeah.
this group here voted on the additional services for FF&E and.
No, all it's a request that you acknowledge that we have properly completed the
sorry.
construction documents phase.
I'm sorry,
And,
the wrong-
yeah, we are
It's a
approved
phase
to
operator.
proceed
Yeah, I
with the
apologize.
construction phase.
Same letterhead.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Do we want to,
I think if the board could vote and authorize you to sign that, this is a document that I think Doran Whittier is looking for the MSBA filings.
right,
This confirms that based on our contract with the town, we've completed the construction document phase, and
And
the
we're
town's
ready to
authorizing
move
us to
into
proceed
construction.
into,
I'll make a motion to approve that, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Technology.
Yes, last Thursday, Kathy, is that in?
So,
the-
Mr. Chairman, you
Okay.
have in that section now, a whole section on technology.
Okay.
And we're looking at a network file server purchase in the amount of $47,672, and an audio video systems equipment and services purchase at $148,659.41. So that material's in here with a budget that you prepared, or the.
Correct, the technology consultant prepared a budget. And what is before us tonight, first I should say, the school building committee, it was presented by Doran Whittier last Thursday at that school building committee. They recommended approval and have it forwarded on to this board for, and I guess yours is in color. I can gladly share with you color. It's the items in the light green make up the values that were just read off.
So So it's just the values, okay, in the light green.
in the light green at this time. The remaining, there's additional technology to be purchased. However, we are going to wait, and that's showing in the blue. And we are going to wait on that for the hopes that as the technology gets older, the pricing continues to drop, similar to, flat screen TVs. And what is in the hold area right now are the interactive flat panel TVs, or I should say screens, that are going to be part of the various teaching labs in the facility, as well as some projectors and interactive projectors.
So you're seeking approval tonight for the network file server for $47,672.
Correct.
And then for audio video systems, equipment and services for $148,659.41.
Correct, which takes into consideration the classroom interactive projectors, the document cameras, and the 65-inch collaborative flat panel display.
I'll give you a motion, Mr. Chairman, to approve those two numbers, 47,672 for the network file server and 148,659.41 for the audio video systems, equipment and services.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the technology purchase. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Bernie?
Yes, do we have an idea of the ongoing maintenance fees attached to this equipment and the warranties on this equipment, particularly the AV equipment, which is like flat panel televisions, is got complex moving parts and people interacting with them in odd and strange ways if they don't know how to work it.
The warranties are, I'll say they're standard warranties. 1 year, 1 year warranties. They will start at the time that they are installed for the project. The use of the equipment comes with some training, and the Triton IT department has been integral in the selection of the material, so that they are very comfortable as to the equipment that has been selected. They can support it and work through any of the software or even hardware issues that might be incurred in its lifetime. Does that mean that they're going to be problem-free? No, but they're happy with the selection of the equipment, so that they feel they can deal with whatever will come down the road in terms of needing additional support after the initial warranties.
So they have an IT budget that, for the whole school system, support
Correct.
this equipment
Just
in
for
addition?
Pine
But I mean, did this in addition to this equipment in addition to any other IT equipment?
Right.
This is included in their budget figures, so that.
Right.
Correct.
So
Yeah,
there's no lock-in to any ongoing maintenance?
No, none of these have maintenance contracts associated with them.
We're just purchasing, we're not
We're purchasing them.
with a warranty.
They are being installed, and they come with their manufacturer's warranties.
Very good. Next item on the agenda is materials testing.
Yes, as part of ongoing construction, there's a requirement and a need for third-party independent testing of various things such as concrete and welds and placement of reinforcing materials as it relates to any walls or foundations that are being built. Also the testing of compaction to make sure that surfaces can properly receive their finished coat, specifically within the site. This is a service that is typically provided by the owner as a third party, so that it's overseeing some of what the contractor and his subcontractors are doing. Pink went out in an RFP to solicit those services and received 3 respondents: Intertech PSI, Universal Testing Services, and Briggs Engineering. We analyzed the values. The work is also purchased not as a lump sum, but as a time and material, and they provided information relative to the cost to perform the different types of testing. And then throughout the course of construction, they will be called out as areas are ready, and perform the required tests, and then issue reports to everybody. The company that we felt was best suited for the work for this particular project was Universal Testing Services, and the actual cost of the testing is carried as a line item in the 3011. So we're asking for permission to move forward with Universal Testing Services.
And this was recommended by the school building committee.
Reviewed there was a spreadsheet that was produced showing all the numbers. I have copies here if the board wants them. It's something you end up managing it to the budget, and the actual services are called for. The contractor will identify what's needed when, and the OPM through his clerk, the town's clerk, will make the call to have the services performed.
Yeah, we're doing the exact same thing with the police and fire. We have a testing service. They test everything from soil being taken away to cement to every phase, and they're there as needed by the contractor, so
Well, Mr.
it's
Chairman,
standard.
we're using the same company, UTS.
UTS.
It's a company that we are using.
Okay.
So I would request that we would request a certificate of insurance, because they are on the site, and have a contract similar to what we developed for the police and fire station construction project for this company, if that would be okay?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And what we could do is wrap in their actual proposal behind it
Yep,
as the backup,
exactly.
so that all the fees are accounted for.
With that, I'll make a motion to approve UTS as the testing.
Second. Motion's been made and seconded to approve UTS as the materials testing group. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And just as an update on the project, that I saw the works that we have, some trailers have been moved onto the site.
Yes.
And we have I'm not sure, we were talking about it before the meeting started, that material that they put alongside from the street out to the school to catch the stormwater runoff. What do they call those?
Those are wattles.
Wattles.
And it's for the erosion control. In fact, tomorrow afternoon, there's a meeting with the Conservation Commission agent and the site contractor, and W.T. Rich's representatives on site. I will be there to review means, methods, what he expects, and then he will follow it up later in the week with an inspection to make sure that the area is protected as required, which is one more piece as we get ready to start construction, which right now is set for Saturday morning. We're getting ready to move into the all-purpose room cafeteria. The school has transitioned their meals program out of the school, doing cold lunches provided through Triton at a facility that are brought over every day. And we're going to start, the contractors are going to start with the abatement of of those areas.
And they'll be serving the lunches in the gymnasium where we're going to hold our annual town meeting.
Correct.
And that's the reason that we've moved the town meeting to the gymnasium, because the first phase of construction will be in the all-purpose room area.
After abatement is, move out of abatement, they will get into demolition as required under the drawings.
And I did go over this morning, I was able to meet with the custodian, and we went to the nurse's door, and we walked down to the gym to see that door for access for our town meeting, and both are wheelchair accessible, which we're very pleased to see. So, and I reported that to the town clerk's office, that should not be a problem.
And if we can get some warm weather, we'll more likely than not have it as a paved pathway to that door.
Right, we'll have a drop-off
Correct.
for the sewer just outside the gym. Excellent.
I just want to show you, Debbie, these are the actual, before JMPs with all the final town changes incorporated, and I've signed them. I'll
Okay.
give these to you, and then you'll,
You will have the chairman sign them later, since he has the authorization. Thank you.
We're all set?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Any other questions?
Okay. It's a little past 7:30, but we have an appointment with Animal Control Officer Reed Wilson.
I was trying to keep a low profile.
Okay. We have Animal Control Officer, Animal Inspector Reed Wilson to discuss the vehicle use approval, mutual aid coverage in Newbury, inter-municipal agreements with Danvers and Boxford. See you, Larry. Vehicle use approval. Reed has signed the attached vehicle use policy, and we will include Reed on the IRS commuting rule policy. Both are attached. There's also mutual aid coverage in Newbury. Carol LaRoque is appointed by the Board of Selectmen as the alternate animal control officer in Rowley. Reed provides a reciprocal service to Newbury. When Carol is away, he covers Newbury for her as the alternate ACO in Newbury. Reed and Carol have asked Debbie if Reed can use the town vehicle when he is covering for Carol in Newbury. And also on the inter-municipal agreements with Danvers and Boxford, the towns of Danvers and Boxford have approached Debbie with requests to have Reed cover their respective towns on a limited basis for ACO-related work. Boxford. Reed provides coverage in Boxford on weekends and holidays. Boxford has its own municipal gas pump. Boxford is offering to allow Reed to fill up the gas tank in the town vehicle once per week. Danvers. Reed has been providing wildlife carcass removal services in Danvers for many years on an on-call basis. Danvers contacted Debbie about setting up an arrangement with Rowley on this service. Debbie has suggested that we set up an inter-municipal agreement whereby Danvers compensates Rowley in the amount of $100 per month to cover the vehicle use, travel to Danvers, uses the vehicle in Danvers, and travel back to Rowley. You want me to go through that?
No, Mr. Chairman, so I just want to acknowledge the fact that there is a vehicle use policy that Reed has signed. If you want to take a vote to more or less ratify that policy and his understanding of that, that would be helpful. And then Newbury, I am looking for some authorization from the board to allow Reed to use the town vehicle in Newbury, just as the Newbury Animal Control Officer uses the Newbury vehicle in Rowley when she's covering for Reed. We have this reciprocal agreement. But the situation's changed slightly, so.
Well, let's take a vote on the first item.
I make a motion for the vehicle use approval.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded on the vehicle use and approval. All those in favor say aye. Aye. And now for the mutual aid coverage in Newbury.
Make a motion for mutual aid coverage in Newbury.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the mutual aid coverage in Newbury, so that you can go to Newbury
Yeah.
and, like they came to Raleigh to help out. All those in favor say aye.
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 I'll make a motion for the intermunicipal agreement with Danvers and Oxford.
Well, Mr. Chairman, could we please take those up at one at a time, please?
Oh.
Okay.
That would be helpful. So in Boxford, that is what they've offered, and I didn't know if that would be acceptable to the board. And Reed maybe could explain how often he goes to Boxford. He's on duty every weekend and holidays.
Yeah, I've been working for Boxford now, I don't know, 10, 15, almost 20 years, as much time as I've been in Raleigh. You know, I may not get a call in Boxford, or I may get 3 or 4. And if she takes some vacation time or sick time, you know, I'm the person. So,
And so they have agreed that they're offering to allow you to fill up the gas tank in the town vehicle once per week.
yeah, sounds reasonable.
They have their own pump.
Yeah.
Any comments?
Then also about Danvers.
Well, if
Well,
we
we'll
could just-
handle
okay.
Boxford, Jeff.
if we could just take them up
Want to do separate
independently.
votes on these?
Yeah,
Okay.
Two separate.
yes.
Bernie?
Yeah, why wouldn't we just standardize on the agreement with Danvers rather than in kind? I mean, it just seems like a clumsy way of dealing with filling the car and having $100 a month. Essentially, that would basically equate to the filling of the vehicle. And that seems like a reasonable standard.
I think it sounds like from Boxford's a short commute. If they let us fill up once a week, I'd say we're probably doing pretty well.
And it's
At
something that,
$2 and something a gallon, and Danvers is a lot longer commute,
yeah,
and they have agreed to pay us $100 just to keep we're trying to keep the process simple and
So am I.
the paperwork
That's what I'm
simple,
saying.
and we're not losing anything.
Mr. Chairman, if I may, I did approach Boxford and with a request of $50 a month, and they asked, and they counter-offered and said, and to cut down on paperwork, if we could have an intermunicipal agreement so that we're not billing and collecting payments to allow the animal control officer to fill up the
just to
gas
fill up.
tank once per week. So that's why I'm countering with that offer. That was the last correspondence back with Boxford. And if you thought it was a better option rather than dealing with the collection on that,
I think
it would be.
we're much better off getting
your
the gas.
consideration.
Yeah. So we,
We're much better off getting the gas, because when Danvers pays us $100 a month, that goes in the general fund. And Reed doesn't get it in his budget. By getting the gas, we get it. In other words, we allotted him $500 when we approved the truck for gas and oil and mileage. So if he can fill up in Boxford once a week when he's over there, that certainly will
yeah.
be a bonus for us, not spending our gas money, and if we have to do gas and oil change, we can do that. And I think maybe next year, if this works out, we set up something so that the Danvers money goes into a revolving fund of some sort to pay for.
Might be a better.
We can't do that for this coming town meeting because it's too late to put up the budget, but if it works and plus I think we'll see how things develop, and if there's problems, we'll relook at the situation, and if Reed runs into problems or whatever, we can certainly revisit what the policies are. And
If I can help it.
from Debbie talking to the two towns, I think everybody's in agreement that we all benefit by what we're doing here.
We have a motion.
Yeah, I'll give you a motion. Oh, you have somebody else?
Boxford.
Yeah, we got Boxford already, right?
We're doing Boxford.
Yeah.
Right.
I think Bob gave you the motion.
Bob gave him the
I
motion,
think Cliff seconded.
seconded. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Now for Danvers.
I'll give you a motion to approve Danvers.
Well, Mr. Chairman, if I could just explain with Danvers, so we're still in communication with them on that, so I did send that over. It seemed somewhat receptive, but they were having some discussions later this week about that. So if it's okay with the board, I'm seeking authorization at this point if this would be the terms of what the town of Rowley's looking for, which would be the $100 per month to cover the vehicle usage, which is traveling from Rowley to Danvers, operating the vehicle in Danvers to perform his work, and then having the vehicle returned to
Yeah, 'cause-
Rowley.
Right.
I mean, I pick up their strays over there and, I never know when I'm gonna get called like here,
Right.
No, that's fine. I'll give you a motion to approve the $100 a month with, give the town administrator approval to negotiate if there's, a fair deal in that general price range. How's that sound, Debbie?
Yeah, no, certainly, we'll bring.
Mainly so Reed can start, after tonight, Reed will be able to
Right.
respond and,
Yeah, Peter Morandi, the health agent, because,
I've been in
yeah,
communication.
Yeah.
Animal Control falls under the Board of Health over there. Peter's a, good guy.
We have a second?
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the intermunicipal agreement with Danvers. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. You're all set?
All right, thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
gentlemen.
good luck, Reed.
Yeah.
Thanks, Reed.
Did the lettering get done on that? We gotta get the lettering
No,
done,
that's
right?
it. I just took my old signs off, magnetic signs for my.
Yeah, I saw those on the,
And I put them on that.
now, you got you had another vehicle over there now?
Nope. Still got that old blue,
The blue
that
pickup?
blue truck, yeah.
Okay,
I gotta look to find a car or something.
all right. Very good.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, under new business, sign annual town election warrants. We have warrants for the Board of Selectmen signatures for the warrant for the annual town election on May 8th, Tuesday, May 8th, 2018, at St. Mary's Church Hall from 12 noon to 8 p.m.
Give you a motion, Mr. Chairman, to sign the warrants.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to sign the warrants. All those in favor say aye.
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 I got two here, Joe.
Yeah.
They're going fast.
Bob, when they get to you, we have to have 8 of them. Tell you another secret. I'm doing pretty good. I'm reading. I started my drops today.
Oh, for your
I
eyes?
have my cataract surgery on Thursday. It'll be a fun event. Actually, I have Dr. Perry taking care of the eye drops. Okay, new business number, are we all set? Not yet. Sorry, I'll wait. We did it.
Of course you did it.
Thank you, sir. Okay, new business number 2, we have a request from the Council on Aging Director, Brianne Walsh, to approve the transfer of the ownership of the Council on Aging van from the Merrimack Valley Regional Transit Authority to the town of Rowley. The Merrimack Valley Regional Transit Authority lease is ending for the van used by the Council on Aging, and the town has been asked whether it is interested in assuming ownership of the van. Council on Aging Director Brianne Walsh confirmed with the MVRTA that there would be no cost to transfer the title other than fees associated with registering the vehicle and transferring the plates. The Council on Aging Board voted unanimously to assume ownership of the van. The MVRTA has requested a letter signed by the Board of Selectmen approving the transfer of custody for the van to the town. Attached is a draft letter for the board to sign if in support of the title transfer. To whom it may concern, the Board of Selectmen at a duly posted meeting held on April 9th voted to authorize the title transfer for the MVRTA van to the town of Rowley. The town will assume all responsibility for the van once under its ownership. Sincerely, Joseph Perry, Chair.
Yeah, I'll give you a motion, Mr. Chairman, to approve the transfer of the van to the town of Rowley.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to transfer the title transfer for the MVRTA van to the town of Rowley. All those in favor say aye.
Aye. This is a follow-up, Mr. Chairman. Can we find out from Brianne what the procedure will be? That van is 5 years old, so I assume we'll keep it for some unknown period of time, and what we will need to go through when it comes time to replace it. You know, just point of information, that's all, just looking at.
Right.
So we'll be able to plan in the future budgets how we're gonna replace that.
Okay. Moving on, we have old business. Number 1, an update on the fire station and police station addition project. The roadway to the ball fields has been constructed. It is open for use. Residents need to drive slowly over it. Parking is available near the playground. Foundation work on the police station addition and new fire station continues. The work will continue throughout the month. David?
Yeah, I just want to make people aware that it's not really a roadway, it's a driveway. And it's, at this point, because of the ongoing construction going into the ball field area, there's a couple of potholes and stuff that we're going to get the contractor to smooth over. But it's going to be a continuing process because of the amount of traffic now going in and out of there. So we are requesting people to go slowly. There is some limited parking up near the playground. The playground is open, the playground equipment, but there is some, they're still doing some work in the stormwater management pit that's being developed in the field. So just when people are using the area, be careful. Go slow when you're driving through there, and like I said, there is some limited parking up top. There will be overall less parking than what there has been the last few years. Once the project is done, in a year, next year, we'll look at, making more parking available. But just go slow and be careful, and if they're there during the week, watch out for the construction equipment, which will be, the area is fenced off. Nobody should be going in the fenced-off area where the building project is going, but there may be equipment that's using some of those, the driveways and so on and so forth. Just be careful, and I monitor it on a daily basis, and if I see anything going on, I'll let the contractor know.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Comments?
There were kids, by the way, tonight, bundled up in hats and jackets and gloves, but they were practicing baseball tonight on one of the fields, so.
Really?
Well, I think they're starting,
Oh.
the 15th, I think, is opening day or something, so it's
I
coming
think so.
fast.
I think so.
So they're a hardy group, so, but you're that young, it doesn't bother you.
Announcements. A white goods / light metal household recycling event for Rowley residents on Saturday, April 28th, 2018, from 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at the Highway Department, 40 Independence Street. For more information, check out the town's website at www.townofrowley.net or call the Health Department at 948-2231. The Friends of the Council on Aging is sponsoring a shoe drive from mid-April to mid-May at the Town Hall Annex, 39 Central Street. Paired footwear, such as the following, may be deposited in the container at the Annex parking lot: shoes, boots, work boots, sandals, slippers, flip-flops, heels, sneakers, pocketbooks, purses, backpacks, and belts. Information on the Pine Grove School Project is available on the town's website at www.townofrowley.net. Town meeting is scheduled for Monday, April 30th, 2018, at 7 p.m. in the Pine Grove School Gymnasium. The town election is scheduled for Tuesday, May 8th, 2018, from noon until 8 p.m. at St. Mary's Church Hall. The town has the following vacancies: fence viewer, 3 positions; wood, lumber, and bark inspector; zoning board of appeals associate, 3 seats; parks and recreation committee, 1 seat; and deputy shellfish constables, 2 positions. For more information on these positions, please contact the Selectman's office at 948-2372. The Rowley Food Pantry is in need of donation. Donations can be left at the Rowley Public Library. The food pantry is open on Tuesdays from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and on Thursdays from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Just one additional announcement, Mr. Chairman, if I may. The movie Chappaquiddick, which was filmed here, little scenes from Town Hall and Rowley, as well as Newburyport and surrounding towns, I believe it opens Friday.
It did open last Friday.
Last Friday it opened.
Yeah, I went to see it.
So just people want to see Town Hall and a famous movie, they can go see Chappaquiddick.
It was very good.
Well, it's got pretty good reviews, actually.
Recognize some of the scenes in some of the offices. Yes.
Have to
So
get
do
there.
the selectmen have to announce any interest in terms of residuals for the movie?
No, they paid us way back when. We didn't get any residuals. We got a flat fee, didn't we?
Motion?
Give me a motion to adjourn.
Motion has been made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much.